This video is sponsored by EuroOptic. EuroOptic sells all the things that we all love for our favorite tools. And when they say something is in stock on the website, it is real time. It means they actually have it in stock. No drop shipping games, nothing like that. They ship the same day, and their red shipping provides 1 and or 2 day delivery options at no extra charge. So they have the stuff, they ship it quick, and they get it to you fast. Their sales staff are all American, all local. They're all shooters and outdoorsmen and hunters. And when you call in, you're actually talking to a person who will help you out. To learn more, head over to eurooptic.you-know-what. And thanks to EuroOptic for sponsoring this video. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Yesterday, the ATF's new rule on the frame and receiver definition, the ghost gun rule for Joe Biden, that was rushed and even led to the acting ATF director being demoted. It was officially published yesterday in the Federal Register. Now, if you're a member of the channel, you hear regularly, you might have noticed that I put out the rule when it was a draft. When it first came out, I was actually doing a live stream. Made a post the next day that I was still going through it, and then I kind of went dark on it. And there's a reason why I didn't say anything else about this new, well, at the time, the draft, now the new rule. Because it was filled with errors. A lot of gray area. But there are two specific things that I want to bring to your attention that the ATF handed us a win, and they don't even know it, in two areas. And the reason I didn't say anything was because it was still a draft, and it could be addressed while it's in the draft stage. They can fix errors before it goes to publish. Now that it's published in the register, this is it, right? This is their rule, and the new rule takes effect August 24th, 2022. So now we have everything's etched in stone in the Federal Register. And again, there are two big problems. The third is a lot of gray area. But the first one you're starting to see people talk about now, and that is the fact that, I'm going to put it on screen here, under the executive summary in section A, where it says summary of the regulatory action, we're going to go to the third paragraph. And I quote, "In the past few years, some courts have treated the regulatory definition of firearm frame or receiver as inflexible when applied to the lower portion of the AR-15 type rifle, one of the most popular firearms in the United States." Thank you, ATF. Thank you for saying that and putting it in writing and in black and white. Why? Well, you remember the Heller decision. The Heller decision says, Justice Scalia said that a firearm that is in common use by us is protected by the Second Amendment. The ATF just said the AR-15 is one of the most popular firearms in the country. Thus, it's in common use, right? Protected by the Second Amendment. That's unconstitutional. It's as easy as that. Thank you, ATF. Thank you for rushing this rule. Thank you to Joe Biden for having them rush this rule and not heeding the caution that they were being told. We can't rush this. We got to make sure we cross our T's and dot our I's. Biden didn't want to have to wait. Forced it, and it's fraught with errors. That's the first one. Thank you. AR-15, the most popular firearm, one of the most popular firearms in America, thus protected by Heller. As my friend Hannah Barron would say, appreciate y'all. Thank you, ATF. Way to go. The second one, I talked about this with Rob Olson, who's a GOA attorney, when the rule came out, the night that it came out. And this one was great too. Why? Because this one directly affects the new coming rule in August about pistol braces. Yes, it does, and it's fantastic. I did a video last June. It's floating above. I'll try to remember to link it down below as well, about the ATF's new form that they created for pistol stabilizing braces, Form 4999. And I talk about how it's a setup. It was a trap because according to their worksheet on scoring all kinds of things about your pistol stabilized firearm, firearm with a stabilizing brace, that there was no way you could pass this because there were all kinds of gimmies and attaboys and gray area where they were going to use a point system. Remember that. They want to use a point system. We're going to go right back to this new rule. Now, to see this great work of art, we're going to go to the department's response, and this has to do with comments that were made by people. And this, they say right here, look, the department, ATF, also disagrees with the point system recommended by one commenter because it does not explain how the point values were reached and why fire control components in other portions of the assembled weapon were not assigned any points. It would not address firearms that do not house all fire control group components with a single housing, or which have a remote trigger outside of the weapon. In sum, this alternative would fall short of addressing all technologies or designs of firearms that are currently available or may become available in the future. It does not address potential changes in firearms terminology. So they don't like point systems there, but they wanted to institute their own point system, which is a whole big jumble of vagueness that they want to use to make you and I felons for possessing something that is totally legal and has been for a long time. Thank you, ATF, for saying that a point system is not a good option, because that's exactly what you're going to roll out in August with the new rule for pistol stabilizing braces. So thank you, ATF, for admitting that the AR-15 is one of the most popular guns in America, and thus it's in common use and protected by Heller. Well, protected by the Second Amendment and Supreme Court law under the Heller decision. Thank you for that win, and thank you for undermining your next rule by saying a point system isn't valid because it's vague. That's thank you. Thank you very much. That's awesome. And then if you read this, there are other areas that weren't fully addressed, and it's looking good. Thank you. Let me know what you all think about this. Have you read the rule? Are you going to read the rule? And what do you think about the two major slip-ups in this rule by the ATF? Couldn't happen to a better group. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you're not a member of the channel and you love information on the Second Amendment, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, please consider subscribing. Help the channel grow, helps the word get out. You can also help the word get out by hitting the like button and sharing it with like-minded folks, because the attack on the Second Amendment is real. It's never ending, and we all need to be in the same boat so we can all fight back. Guys and gals, till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.